friends, welcome back. If you are new, my name is Nikki, and in my last video I told you guys I would give you a whatnot update, and surprisingly a lot of you were interested in this topic, so here we go. I know whatnot is really polarizing for a lot of my subbies. I feel like you guys either love it or you hate it. You either love live selling or you can't stand it. You don't want to hear about it. You don't want me to make videos about it. So if that is you, I'll catch you in the next one. I'm probably going to have an upload tomorrow. Let's all be nice in the comments. My oldies, but my goldies are usually pretty good about that. So just a quick little recap, and then I'll tell you where I'm going with live selling. I started selling on Whatnot. June 25th was my first ever live sale. This hair is bugging me. And I'm filming this November 1st. So I started selling there, and within 3 months, I sold about 1,200 items, which for someone who's a very part-time reseller, I thought that was really great. Yeah, I moved a lot of product very quickly, and it was great, you guys. The first, I want to say from June to September was amazing. I was getting great sales. I was selling out every show. Granted, full disclosure, most of, I want to say 90% of the stuff I've sold on Whatnot has been new tags. I want to say like 80% of that has been skims. I started selling on Whatnot right when I bought basically a pallet of skims here. I bought it locally in Los Angeles. Don't ask me where I got it. I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you how many times daily I get DMs. Nikki, where do you get your skims? Can you tell me where you get your skims? Where do you get your skims? I'm taking that to the grave. Anyways. So full disclosure, like I don't want to come on and make it seem like I'm selling, you know, used items, but there are people that were selling out, you know, used items that they got from the bins, the thrift store, pallets, whatever. It was great. It was the wild, wild west. It was amazing. We were getting multiple bids, bidding wars, people bidding things up. But here's the caveat, friends, and I was never shy about admitting this to you. And I even said this to Whatnot, and we'll get into my meeting with Whatnot in a little bit. But I noticed, and I said this in multiple of my Whatnot videos that I've done. I'll link some down below. It's kind of just resellers buying from resellers right now. And there were a few, you know, strict buyers, but you would notice the same names buying from people or buying from the same people. Because if you think about it, we have to, I don't want to say I have to give Whatnot credit, but we have to be real. Whatnot is a new app. They're not, the whole app, the entire app is not even 5 years old. And I'm strictly speaking from a selling standpoint of the women's clothing category. That category, you guys, is not even a year old, okay? It's brand spanking new as far as apps go. It's still a newborn baby, okay? So I was like, okay, they're bringing on influencers, whatever you want to call us, YouTubers, Instagrammers. They're bringing on resellers with years of experience. They want to be able to see you have the inventory to sell. But if you think about it, our followers, especially those of, not all resellers have social media followings, but for those of us that do, we're going to promote it to our following, right? And who follows us? Resellers. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, it's like 90% sure you're a reseller. I know there's a very small percentage of you that are not, but most of you that watch this channel are resellers. So if I talk about Whatnot and promote Whatnot, resellers are going to go and buy on Whatnot. And here's what I think a lot of us sellers on Whatnot were hoping, especially because the category was brand new. You guys, I don't even think the women's category is a year old yet. We were just hoping, okay, we know they're new, but fingers crossed Whatnot's going to start marketing. Maybe we'll see commercials like we see for Poshmark, or maybe within 10 years Whatnot will be like eBay, you know, and everybody will know that you can buy things on Whatnot. So I think as sellers, we were all hoping that would happen, because I knew, and I've kind of mentioned this to you guys on Instagram and YouTube. I said, you know, this is a wave. I'm going to try to sell as much as I can. And we're just going to have to hope that Whatnot starts marketing and gets buyers in, and not just having us marketing it and bringing our reseller following. So come month 3, friends, I have sold about, I don't know, like 1,100, 1,200 pieces of skims at this point. And I'm kind of like you know, the resellers that have bought from me, how much skims can you buy? You know, I know there are still those loyal people that follow me that resell it themselves and they're buying, but things have dried up significantly. I feel like all of us resellers that have bought from each other, we've cycled through all of our favorite sellers, we've bought everything we can, and at this point we need buyers to come in. We can't just have us just keep buying from each other, because think about it. I love selling to resellers, that's great, but you guys are not my main market. I am not a reseller that wants to sell to a reseller. I don't mind it. If you want to buy from me, great. But I want to sell to the end user, the customer who's not a reseller, who just wants to buy stuff and wear it, because honestly, friends, those are the people that are going to pay more money for your items. I'm sure you feel the same way. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're a reseller who just loves selling to resellers. Great for you. I don't tell you how to run your business. I just share what's working for me, what's not working for me. And in the 10 years that I've been doing this part-time, it's never been my goal just to be a reseller that sells to resellers. I want to sell to the end user, to the buyer who just wants to buy something to wear it, keep it, because those are the people that are going to pay more for items. So I have slowed down significantly doing streams on Whatnot because the buyers just aren't there. I'm sure I'm not the only YouTuber or Instagrammer you've heard talk about this. So I had a meeting. I wish I could remember her exact title. She was basically, her title was like a seller manager for the women's category. So she basically meets with different people that sell on Whatnot in the women's category. And I was honest with her. I was just like, look, I can't keep selling here as much as I am if you guys don't market and bring more buyers. I just can't, you know. Case in point, friends, this was when I really had the wake-up call. Let me get an item and show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. So these Skims shorts, friends, I sold probably like 60 of these on Whatnot. They're a sheer low back short. They're sold out online in this color. On Skims, you can't get it, Nordstrom. And I was lucky enough to get like almost 100 of these, right? I sold so many of these on Whatnot for like 50, 60 bucks. I think when these were for sale on Skims, I think they sold for like 50 or 60 bucks. You guys, I sold 20 of these on eBay for $180 because the demand is there. They're end users, they're not resellers. They've messaged me, and I guess these are really popular to wear like for bridal situations because they're low back and it, I guess, sculpts and makes you look really good under your dress. So many brides messaging me like, thank you so much. Thank you for offering a fair price. So many people have these listed at like $400 and you're the only person I've seen with it under 300 bucks. And a light bulb just went off to me and I was like, what are you doing? Why are you selling this item for like 40 or 50 bucks on Whatnot when you could be making triple that just listing this, you know? So that was kind of like my aha moment, like, okay, all right, Nikki, let's reel it in, because I always tell you guys, I am of the school of thought that something is worth what someone will pay for it. So these shorts may not be worth $180 to you, but to 20 people on eBay, it is totally worth that. And I've actually since upped my price on these, and I just sold one last night for $220. So it's worth what someone will pay, friends. And that's just the stark difference. A reseller's not gonna pay that. They wanna pay 50 or 60 bucks so then they can flip it themselves. They want a deal. We're resellers, we all want a deal. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's not who I'm trying to sell to, okay? So I was very honest. I said all that to the lady I met with at Whatnot, and she basically told me, she said that they do a lot of marketing on TikTok. I'm on TikTok daily and I've never seen their marketing, so I don't know, maybe I'm just not in their algorithm or flow. Maybe I haven't liked the things that you need to like. You know how you need to like certain things to see certain ads on all the social medias. So maybe, I don't know, I've never seen them, but she said they're doing a lot of marketing on TikTok. And she recommended to me that I do marketing on TikTok because I guess sellers are having like really good exposure promoting their Whatnot streams and having people come to their Whatnot streams. So I told her, okay, I'll try that. But I was like, still though, are you guys gonna bring the buyers? I mean, it could take time, you guys. It could take years before they even have like a drop in the bucket, the amount of buyers that Poshmark or eBay has. So I was just like, yeah, I really think you guys have to get on. And she did tell me they hired a marketing person specifically for the women's category, that their main job is to get buyers to Whatnot. And she told me that it's kind of, not like a roller coaster, but she basically said whenever they open up a new category on the app, they see an influx of users because it's new, it's exciting, then a steep drop because it's mostly just resellers or sellers buying from sellers, and then they start marketing the category and it goes back up, and that's kind of where it stabilizes. But in my mind, I was thinking, okay, that's great, but that could literally take years. You know, the app started as an app to sell like Funko Pops a year ago, and that blew up. And I think one of their more popular categories are like trading cards and collectibles, things like that. Like I was watching someone stream who was selling trading cards, and they had 600 people in there, and I'm sure not all of them were resellers, because they were spending like hundreds of dollars, you guys, on one card. So that's kind of what we want. We want those buyers that really want our items. Yes, we're selling clothing, so it may not sell for hundreds unless you're selling high end, you know, but that's what the app needs. So until that happens, I'm going to reel it in on Whatnot, like way in, especially with my skims stuff. If I've made it a rule now, because for the first 3 months of selling on Whatnot, I wasn't looking up comps on this skim stuff. I was just listing it, and if I had time, I would look up comps on a certain item, but I was listing it on Whatnot, selling it, because I didn't want to take the time. But now every single item, before I sell it on Whatnot, I'm checking comps to see what is this selling for on eBay or Poshmark. And if I can make more money, I'm in the business of making money reselling. I love reselling. I love teaching you guys about reselling, but I also like making money from reselling. So if it makes more financial sense to list it there, then I'm going to do that. But I'm not going to completely stop selling on Whatnot. You guys know I'm a huge fan of live selling. This was my first time trying it out on Whatnot. I love it. I did apply to Posh shows, and I have my training, so you'll see me there too. I will pretty much live sell anywhere I can. I love it because I love interacting with you guys. I love filming. I mean, hence the reason I upload multiple YouTube videos every week. And so if I can sell and film and have fun, why not? It's very much in my nature and personality to do live selling. I know it's not for everyone. I know it's not for everyone to view, and it's not for everyone to actually be a live seller, but I actually really enjoy viewing it and doing it. That's what she said. I'm sorry I had to do it, but that was a perfect one. So that's my thoughts, friends. I was literally doing 3 to 5 live streams a week for 3 months. We're not doing that anymore. Nay, friends. I'm doing about 1 live stream a week on Whatnot until I see they've got the buyers. I do think it's important to keep your following up there, to at least do a show every now and then, whatever that looks like for you, just so your followers see you, test it out. You never know when this marketing person they hired like really gets things rolling, and if you don't go live for a couple months, how would you know that things are improving? So, you know, some people are just like, I'm done. I'm sure you've seen people post on Instagram and stuff like, I'm done. I'm not doing it for the foreseeable future on Whatnot. I've moved over to Posh, but I'm going to do it once a week for like a couple months, see how it goes. And if it just really goes to a snail's pace and I'm not making any money and Poshmark Lives just blows up for me, then maybe I'll stop. But I really do like live selling. So I'll probably be live selling in some format on some platform for the foreseeable future. eBay's rolling theirs out. I'll try that. You guys, you know my motto with reselling is diversify, diversify, diversify. I try to sell on as many platforms as I can physically stand without passing out in all my other jobs and being a mom and all that stuff. So yeah, I'll try live selling anywhere. So I'll probably let you guys know when my first live show is on Poshmark. I'm the worst at promoting this stuff. Like full transparency, I never promote my Whatnot sales on Instagram. I very rarely tell you guys exactly when I'm having a Whatnot sale here. I probably could have done way more. I probably could have made more money had I promoted it to you guys, but these last 3 months, I just kind of wanted to test it out and learn and see organically like how people would find me. So those are my thoughts. I'm not quitting Whatnot. I'm just scaling way back until they put the effort and bring the buyers, because there's only so much promotion that us sellers can do without help from them to bring in the buyers. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I will admit, I am on that app way less since my friend Elliot Sales is no longer on Whatnot. He's now Elliot's Luxury. I'll leave a link. He's going to be doing Posh shows. I'll leave a link to his Poshmark and his Instagram. He's been going live there. But you guys know, I'm just chatting at this point. He was my favorite Whatnot person. Let me give you a little history on him. Elliot has been watching my channels. I don't know. I think he even started watching my beauty channel years ago. I remember seeing his little face, his icon, commenting on my beauty videos and like lifestyle videos. Like I'm talking like maybe at least 3 to 4 years ago. And he stood out to me because there's not very many men that watch my channels. Even on this channel, I think we're like 97% female. And most of you don't comment. I'm like that too. I watch so many YouTubers for years and I never comment. But Elliot, aka Justin, his name is Justin. I call him Elliot so that you guys can find him and that's how you guys know him. He has been commenting on my videos for years, and I remember looking at his icon and being like, oh, a guy watches this channel? That's so cool. And he would comment really nice things and like comment on things that I've said in the video. So when I found him on Whatnot, I was like, no way. This is the guy that has literally been so supportive on my YouTube channels for years. And then when I started the reselling channel, he started commenting there. And he's just so funny and vivacious and he cracks me up. And he was the person I would watch on Whatnot the most. Hands down, like my favorite Whatnot personality person. I don't even really care about the luxury category, you guys. I've definitely gotten more involved in selling luxury on consignment. That video is coming. I did a detailed video about where I'm sourcing my luxury stuff and the sales that I've made. It's pretty amazing. I'm addicted to selling luxury consignment. I don't really sell it myself, but as far as like watching the luxury streamers, I don't really watch them. I mean, because, you know, I'm not on there to buy like hundreds of thousands of dollars of bags or Louis. I've got a lot of luxury stuff already. I'm more luxury like shoes. So anyways, I just watched him for the entertainment and I would buy from him, you know, probably more than I should have. But a lot of the stuff I would buy from him, I would give away on my Whatnot streams or whatever. Anyways, he's not on there anymore and it's so boring without him. He was my favorite person. I would watch almost all of his streams if I could, if I wasn't working, or even if I was working, I would watch his streams. So he's not on there anymore. So I'm excited he's going to be on Posh. So I will leave a link. Oh God, I hope I remember down below. Or if I don't remember, Justin, please link your stuff down below. But yeah, so, well, how did I get into that? Yeah. Oh, so that was just me saying, I'm not on that app as much as I used to. And it made me realize how you build connections with people. He and I started DMing and talking. And this is a guy who's been watching me for years. And had I not found him on Whatnot, I don't know if we would have made that connection. I consider us friends now, you know? So it made me realize that if your favorite person that you watch just suddenly disappears, it's like, geez, you don't even get on the app as much. So it made me realize, okay, I'm not trying to sound big-headed, but what if I am someone's like favorite person to watch and then I'm just like going from uploading 3 to 5 times a week or doing streams to like once a week? It made me feel like kind of bad. So I'm glad that I'm integrating Posh shows, because then I can say, well, you know, I'm not here as much, but you can find me here until Whatnot gets more buyers. I wonder if they're going to ban me for this. I don't know. We'll find out. I hope not. I mean, Justin brought up a really good point. He was like, you know, Whatnot really wanted to bring on influencers so that they could bring their followers. But then if you like say something negative about them, you could potentially be banned. I don't feel like I'm saying anything negative. I feel like I'm just saying what we're all feeling. So I do know though that they don't want you talking about other platforms while you're on the auction, but this shouldn't count because I'm not on their platform, right? This is just me saying how I feel. I don't know. Maybe I should go now. All right, friends. I'm going to go pick up my child from the nanny. They're at the park. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let's be nice. Don't forget to subscribe. How cool would it be if we hit 11K soon? We're close. All right, friends, I love you. I'll see you soon. Ciao.